2007 Subaru Impreza WRX. This is the later 2.5 6-speed manual car. This one, as you can see, is finished in the only colour you should have a Subaru really, the mica blue. And it is wearing very expensive Superleggera OZ alloys with Pirelli P0s all round, I believe. We'll check as we go. 1, 2 on that side of both Pirellis. 3 out of 4, so 4 Pirelli P0s, OZ wheels. A few quid's worth just on the wheels there. Right, starting with the bodywork, we'll start on this driver's side. If you look down there, you can see the bodywork is nice and straight. It's not ripply or full of filler or anything like that. Front driver's wing, there's a little bit of dirt left on there that we've not managed to clean off, so we'll sack the valeter on that one. But other than that, arch itself, lovely and clean. A little bit of stone chip rash down the bottom there, but exactly what you'd expect for a car like this. Other than that, the rest of the wing, lovely and tidy. Got a little mark from a curb mark there on the wheel, but other than that, all good. And they are missing the centre caps, I believe, all round, but we'll check as we go. Coming down this driver's side, nice and tidy on that door. One very small, in fact that's a bit of dirt, ignore that. Little mark on the wing mirror there. Nice and clean on the A-pillar and coming up across the front of that screen. There's no sign of any real stone chips there, it's good. And then up onto the roof. Roof's lovely and straight. We do have a bird poo mark just there. And another one just here. So a little polish to get rid of those. Glass is all nice and clear. It hasn't had any nasty tints or anything fitted like that. And then you've got this nice clean driver's door down onto the skirt where we've got a little scuff just here, just a tiny little one. But other than that, all good. Nice and tidy on the rear door. Got a very tiny little scratch just there. On the handles, all nice and tidy. And then checking the bottom around the door and on the arch. It's nice and clean and sharp. Excuse me. Nice and clean and sharp all the way around. No sign of any corrosion coming through there. It is on coilovers. We'll have a look at them when we get to the front, so it is a little bit lower than a standard car. Obviously, if you want it heightened, you can just raise them up. Nice and tidy. Coming around on that rear quarter. That rear pillar is good. It does have the high level spoiler as well, with the sort of carbon effect in the centre, and then the outside in body colour. Then you've got the larger spoiler on the back, again matching carbon sort of wrap on the centre sections. Nice and tidy around the spoiler. All good down the bottom there. High level brake light is all clear, as are both rear tail lights. They're bright, no sign of any cracking in those. Rear bumper underneath, having a look along there. Nice and tidy, there's no scuffs on the corners or anything like that. The rest of the boot lid is all good. We've got a little ding there. You can just see it if I move it around on the camera. Very, very minor, but it is worth pointing it out. Coming around on the passenger side, and again, if you look at that side, nice and straight. It's not full of filler or anything like that. Another good arch along there, nice and sharp. And down the bottom there, no sign of any rust or corrosion coming through. Another good wheel and tyres, no curb marks or anything on that. Little scratch just there on the door, tiny little one. This A-pillar, that's all good. Around this high level spoiler, that's nice. Again, the roof, nice and straight. There's no ripples or dents. It just would benefit from a good polish. There's a little bit of sort of swirls and bird poo marks in it. It's always the bit people miss when they're polishing the car, isn't it? Nice and clean on those windows again. Subarus are quite bad for getting ingrained scratches because they're pillarless. And they do seem to have a load of scratches running up and down them. But this one, we've just given it a wipe. We haven't had to polish them or anything. They're nice and clean. All nice and tidy along that sill there. Very, very light scratch. Just there, it's actually very tiny. You might not even see that on the camera on the passenger door. And then front arch, nice and sharp all the way around. Another good wheel and tyre. A couple of little stone chips. In fact, that's dirt. Ignore that, sorry. Come around on the front. Headlights are clear. They don't need polished or anything like that. Normally they're a bit milky by this age. It does have the Xeons with the washers. And then the lower front lip, which is the sort of thing you get caught on a curb. This one's nice and tidy all the way around. As is the bonnet generally. You've got one or two very little stone chips, but very, very minor. Bodywork is generally very, very good for the age. Moving on to the interior. We've got the black and grey cloth, the door card, nice and clean. Got electric windows, electric mirrors. This one has aircon and still has the Subaru standard stereo. Normally they've been changed by now, so that's quite rare. Just pop the boot and the bonnet open while we go. Driver's seat wise, nice and tidy. There's no real signs of any wear, maybe a tiny little bit on that little edge there. Very, very minor from the seatbelt, but other than that, all good. Nice and comfy, nice and firm. A little bit of wear on the top of the steering wheel, but nothing major. This one's done 90,600 miles. Carpet set's nice and dark. There's no funny smells in here, any trap moisture or dog or anything like that. Nice and clean on that door card. Nothing really to report on the back seats. Nice and clean. The backs, which are grey, normally have sort of kick marks and dirt. These ones are nice and tidy. And the headlining is all good as well. Going into the boot. Black carpet, all nice and clean. Not a whole lot to report in there. Nice and tidy. Underside of the boot, that's all good. No sign of any rot or anything coming through. And then into the rear passenger again, nice and tidy on the door card. It's normally this grey looks filthy, but as you can see, nice and clean. All good on the back there. Back of the seat nice and tidy as well. Another clean door card. And the passenger seat, lovely and tidy. No real wear on the bolsters on this one at all. Again, both front seats are lovely and firm. Haven't collapsed or anything like that. And then onto the bonnet. Like I say, these ones are the later 2.5. Slightly more reliable engines, a lot more torque with that, I believe, bulletproof six-speed gearbox. Mods wise, it's got a set of coilovers on it which have got sort of bump and rebound adjustment, and they are racing logic. Obviously we've got the OZ wheels on there as well, and then it's got a Typhoon cold air intake system. I have taken it down the road. It is bloody quick, to be fair, but seems to boost well. No blue smoke coming out of the back or anything like that. Clutch seems happy enough. Doesn't seem like it's got a a low pedal or anything like that. No crunching at the gears. We'll start it up. If we go straight around the back, you'll see no blue smoke, nothing coming out the back there. Sounds like it should at the front. We'll give it a little rev, just to make sure nothing else comes out. Again, not a drop of anything coming out the back. Nice and tidy. So there you have it. Subaru Impreza WRX Hawkeye 2.5 6-speed manual. If you've got any questions, please get in touch. Thank you.